So you're not lazy. You're not unmotivated. You're just tired of lying to yourself. Stop lying to yourself about positivity now. Are you aware you might be lying to yourself? Not maliciously, but subconsciously. You call it being positive. You think it's resilience. And there's nothing wrong with positivity if you're not hiding behind it. If you are, it could be stealing your momentum. It's called toxic positivity. And today, I'm exposing how it shows up in your sales mindset, how it kills your confidence, and how to reset with something stronger, self-honesty. And because this is so important, I have made a free resource for you with an audio of me resetting your mindset. You can find the link in the description area below. What is toxic positivity? Well, let's define it. Now, stay with me because you'll see how this affects your sales. According to clinical psychologist Dr. Jamie Long, toxic positivity is the excess and ineffective overgeneralization of a happy, optimistic state across all situations. It looks like this: smiling through stress, even when your world is falling apart, saying, I'm fine, when you're clearly not, forcing gratitude as a way to avoid hard feelings. Now, in the sales world, it sounds like it's okay. I'll hit quota next week. That client ghosted me. Their loss. No worries. I'm staying positive. But inside, you're deflated. You see, real positivity accepts reality. Toxic positivity denies it. So here's why it hurts sales. When you suppress your real feelings, your brain picks up on the incongruency and it breaks trust. The Harvard Business Review explains this beautifully. Suppressing negative emotions makes us feel worse, not better. It causes increased stress and reduced cognitive ability. So, what does that mean in sales? You become avoidant of calls. Call reluctance kicks in. You lose energy mid conversation. You fake enthusiasm, and the prospect sees right through it. Keep this in mind. Confidence doesn't come from pretending you're okay. It comes from knowing you can handle not being okay and still take action. Okay, let's go deeper. The confidence breakdown. Most self-doubt doesn't come from lack of skill. I have coached many seasoned sales professionals who are at the top of their game, and then all of a sudden they found themselves in the valley and couldn't climb out of it. Why? They started doubting their sales ability, and it comes from broken trust. How many times have you committed to something or someone only to break that commitment? How many times have you broken commitments with yourself? Here's how it plays out. You say, I'm going to make 20 calls today. You've blocked the time to do it, but you make 5 and then justify it. You say, I'm going to follow up with that hot lead, but instead you ghost. Now, what do I mean by that? You don't follow up timely. And then when you finally do follow up, you find out they've already picked another vendor. You tell people you're crushing it, but your pipeline is empty. Each time you do this, your brain logs it as a broken promise. And that's why the self-doubt quietly creeps in. And you may even develop imposter syndrome. And your brain says, why even try? You never follow through. And you begin to believe it. Real positivity starts with honesty. Here's what healthy positivity sounds like. I'm struggling today, but I'll take one aligned action anyway. I feel discouraged, but I'm going to show up today. This is tough, but it's not permanent. Here's the secret. The opposite of toxic positivity isn't negativity, it's emotional agility. Dr. Susan David of Harvard Medical School, she says we must face emotions with courage, compassion, and curiosity. That's what high performers actually do. If a professional athlete doesn't do well in a practice because he's too much in his head, he doesn't quit. His coach pulls him aside and talks to him and gets him out of his head and back in the game. High performers, they feel resistance. They name it and they keep moving forward. Okay, now how to reset your mindset. Let's do a mindset reset exercise right now. Ask yourself, what emotion have I been avoiding this week? What promise did I break to myself recently? What is one small aligned action I can take today? Here's the thing. You don't need more motivation. You need more alignment. Your brain doesn't believe affirmations unless there's evidence. That's why I always recommend keeping a success journal of your big wins and your small wins. This comes in handy when you find yourself in a slump. You can pull out that journal, read all your successes, and realize you do know how to sell. In most cases, the problem is here. So you're not lazy. You're not unmotivated. You're just tired of lying to yourself. Let's fix that. As I said earlier, I created a free resource called the Mindset Reset Starter Kit. It'll walk you through how to rebuild self-trust and take control of your mindset, one aligned action at a time. And there's an audio guide of me to help you reset. It's all free. Grab it in the first comment below or in the video description below. Let's turn the volume down on fake positivity and turn up the power on truth-based confidence. Now, I'm sure I haven't solved all your problems, so I'll see you on the next video. Stay savvy.